Lights, camera, action. Welcome back to Flick Flash. The previous academic year may have seemed like a distant memory, but a new semester is about to begin at Baird College. A lot transpired in the dramatic end of Tell Me Lie's first season, which debuted in 2022, probably to the point that the majority of fans overlooked some crucial information. Rest assured, you have found the correct location. In case you forgot anything from Season 1, here are the essentials to keep in mind before Season 2 starts. A quick review of the primary players is in order first. When Lucy first enrolled at Baird College as a freshman, she formed fast friendships with Pippa and Bree, who lived in her dorm. Junior football sensation Wrigley, with whom Pippa was already involved in a situationship, brought his pals Steven and Evan to hang out with them. Bree started seeing Evan, and Lucy started seeing Steven not long after. But a devastating event sent shockwaves across all of their relationships, making things very unstable. To what extent did Steven have a hand in Macy's demise? All the circumstances leading up to Macy's death are ultimately revealed in the concluding episode. Steven is indeed a highly responsible individual. He hooks up with her after meeting her in her room by complete chance during the first week of school. When Macy agrees to be casual, he exclaims, "Fuck, you're so much cooler than most girls." He then on to tell her a slew of lies about how he isn't ready for a relationship. I cannot. She becomes angry when she sees Steven pursuing Lucy at the frat party he invited her to. For Macy, the invitation to yet another frat party is a green light to pursue Steven further. She implores Lucy to accompany her. "My car is here," Macy informs her roommate. "I'll take turns being the dull party buster." "No way. I refuse to travel alone." In her irritated state, Lucy incorrectly accuses Macy of pressuring her. She comes to really regret that moment. Macy and Steven unsurprisingly cross paths at the celebration. "Wait, I feel like I'm more fucked up than I realized," she replies, declining his request to take him home. "Do you think it's safe for me to drive?" She advises that they either hail the school shuttle or seek out a sober partygoer at the gathering. However, Steven is worried about getting caught with her, so he insists on driving while extremely intoxicated. Steven glances across at Macy as they argue over Steven's want to be casual and Macy's desire to date as he takes his eyes off the road. Macy's death occurs at that moment when their automobile collides with another. Steven emerges from the crash seemingly unharmed, but he loses control, puts Macy in the driver's seat, and escapes from the scene. Quite a wild decision. How come Steven and Diana depart from the Hawaiian party together? Just before the Hawaiian celebration, Lucy and Steven's tensions are rising. Steven is not pleased to learn that Lucy falsely implicated him on the night of Macy's death. That night, she claimed to have been in a relationship with Steven. He becomes quite angry and confronts her, saying, "You keep making impulsive decisions and you're making everything worse." Lucy says that all she wants to do is help him, but his ego prevents her from doing so. Diana, Steven's ex-girlfriend, brings him down during the Hawaiian party by offering to help him feel better about his life. In her question to him, she wonders whether he ever thought this would be his senior year. "Are you in a committed relationship with a high schooler whose dream is to spend every waking moment with you?" Just so you know, Lucy's older by 2 years. She loves Steven and, for some reason, asks him to work at her dad's posh legal business, where she promises to assist him. Oh my god, Steven clearly finds that sufficient. He walks out of the party holding her hand, completely ignoring Lucy. As soon as Lucy lays eyes on them, she bursts into tears. Along with sharing drinks and a night's sleep, Evan consoles her. Quite disorganized. Was Drew killed? Throughout the season, Drew goes completely bonkers. He's the one behind the wheel of the automobile that slammed into Steven and Macy, and Steven convinces him that the whole thing, including Macy's death, was his fault. Lucy holds Drew accountable after hearing Steven's embellished account of events that night. She proceeds to create an anonymous letter critical of him and sends it to the dean. The dean doesn't ultimately accuse Drew of anything, but he's clearly struggling and miserable as the story progresses. Clearly intoxicated, Wrigley, Drew's brother, attends the 2015 wedding. "It was his brother's birthday yesterday, so maybe take it easy on him," Evan says in response to Lucy's remark. We still don't have all the answers at the conclusion of the series finale, but this has me wondering if Drew ended his own life. Who does Steven end up engaged to? At the wedding in 2015, we learned some very strange things, like Lucy's closest friend back home, Steven is engaged to Lydia, by saying, "She's really excited to see you," he informs Lucy at the wedding. Okay, well, I'm crossing my fingers. The season concludes with an uncomfortable embrace between Lucy and Lydia. What the HCK happened? Season 2 should provide some much-needed illumination. It's conceivable that Lydia and Steven struck it off when Steven took the position at the country club where Lydia's dad works. What a ridiculous idea if that compassion backfired. Thank you once again for being a part of Flick Flash. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep that movie and TV magic alive. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more exciting recaps. This is Flick Flash, signing off.